Hi, so I'm first generation born in the US. Both my parents immigrated when they were 13 years old in 1979 from Iran in the Middle East due to an Islamic revolution. They came to the US in middle school and were able to assimilate to American culture. My grandparents really tried to give them as normal of a life as possible, but our Persian roots still very much stood strong. And most of my experience with my heritage and my Persian identity is through food. Every evening, my mother or my grandmother would cook very traditional Persian food, stews with very certain Middle Eastern spices that you can only get from Iran, and lima beans, and all of our food is very colored and meat-based and lamb and rich and smelly in the most delicious way. But when I was in elementary school, I'd bring home lunch. I'd bring a lunchbox every day, and other students would have peanut butter and jelly sandwiches or ham and cheese on white bread with the crust cut off, and I'd come with my Persian stew over rice that was beautifully smelly and delicious but looked nothing like what my classmates ate. And I was made fun of because of it. I was told that my Persian meat kebab looked like poop, and the fennel in my white rice looked like grass, and that my food was smelly and kids wouldn't want to sit with me. And it was kind of funny. I ended up just sitting with the only ethnic kids at school. There was like a Japanese student who would come with more of a bento box, and we kind of found our own solace with each other, this feeling of otherness. And it really affected me. I'd come home and beg my mother to just give me a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. We had it in the house. It wouldn't be difficult to make, but she really put her foot down and wanted to show me that we need to be proud of our heritage, we need to be proud of our roots, and it's something that we can't just, like, we are responsible for continuing tradition, and this is the food that we eat in our home. So I fought her for very many years, and the bullying subsided, but I always felt this sense of otherness. Most of my friends were white, and I was still the only like brown person I socialized with other than people I was related to. I wanted blonde hair and blue eyes. I wanted to be white and have long, beautiful legs. And that was just something that you have to be born with. You can't really become. But throughout my years, my friends slowly started trying my food and understand and finally got to taste how incredible it is, and they'd start begging me to bring it for lunch so they could all fight for it. But that was really my first experience at the age of 5 years old in kindergarten of really feeling like an other. And because of it, I really rejected Persian food and my culture entirely. I wanted nothing to do with it. I'd crave pasta for dinner, and my family just refused because they said, this is something you have to be proud of. This is the food you've been eating since you came out of the womb. It's the food that will continue to nourish you, and they'll make it for my children. I'll make it for my grandchildren one day. And that's really just this beautiful bonding matriarchal sense of heritage and pride and deliciousness as well.